The gentleman from California.
Move to strike the last word.
Gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to the gentleman from Georgia for bringing forth this legislation. It is pro-consumer and is pro-Seventh Amendment, but just to put into perspective who I think is hurt most by forced arbitration agreements, it's rural Americans. Because if you think about it, in rural America, oftentimes there's a big company, town employer, and there's not many other employers. There's one big hospital healthcare system where you can go to. There's one bank that you can go to. So there's not a lot of choice in rural America. And when there's not a lot of choice and you have forced arbitration, you can't make the argument that you're in a populated area where you can go to another bank, another hospital, another employer. You're really locked in. And that puts this sense of helplessness and powerlessness across America. And this seeks to lift that. It also gets rid of a one-sided system that more times than not, it's the corporations who are drafting the terms of what would put somebody into forced arbitration. As a former prosecutor, someone who has tried dozens of jury trials in front of jurors, I trust everyday Americans to sort out these issues more than I would trust the arbitrator of choice from a corporation. But I also trust everyday Americans who 83% have said in a recent February 2019 poll that they want to get rid of forced arbitration. So I thank the gentleman. I also thank the gentleman from Florida who has made this a bipartisan piece of legislation for this committee today, and I yield back.